You just know that when you come across a Facebook page merely titled Scammers, that you're quite likely to come into a gold mine in shit. But I didn't quite expect sort of this. Women who want babies and cash, etc.
Jack, when would you ever have that problem?
What you insinuating, you wanker? No, Jack, bout me, little sunt. Just trolled you. Fuck me, you're a handsome fella. Must have slags drop at your smelly feet. Some very odd comments, oddball keyboard legend. What you uploading pics of me for, you fucking creep, weirdo? Got a prob? Don't be brave on your keyboard, meet me, and I will stamp all over your fucking head, you cunt.
Jack, it's good to see you're not easily angered.
I ain't angry, mate. When I am, it tends to get noticed, and wankers who could not get past the £100 question tend to fuck off pretty rapid. If I like your no-lad, lage, and personality, it's diffo side of any country's coin.
Hi, Lisa. Hi, Super Nintendo Chalmers. Meow. I'm learning.
Aw, way to go, Ralph.
But as for the 80% plus of all I see and know and get daily is lol enough to write myself a suicide note and fucking post it back to myself. First class. Don't get many Mensa cases to the pound. IQ under 100 for most. These pricks need telling or putting your Timberland jackboot up its English cake. I think this hunter cunt is a bit of a sadist. Oh, keeps sending me pics of myself. He's trying to insinuate something, but he went and forgot what it was. Should keep notes to himself. Defo Broadmoor case. Silence of the Lambs. Bit too busy in my own head and world to give him another 0.1% of my time. Lol, just sent me another photo. 8 years of being online. I've never honest knew anything lol like this. Fucking disturbed full clean fact, the weirdo. He looks it too. Wonder what the rest of his family lol are like. Test tube trans and the lines. Precious Silence of the Lambs big style lol pure.
Excuse me, what?
Your grammar is incredible. You remind me of an old boss of mine when I was a kid working at McDonald's. He sniffed coke and had 5 kids from separate women for which he never paid child support on, but he could also couldn't spell to save his life.
Didn't realize it was a spelling test at McDonald's. James, you remind me of an insinuating typical English tosser of a keyboard stranger wanker danger. Go and hide behind your device and tell your true stories to some other English waste of space who could be paid to care to listen. Bout right that a clown should work for a clown and serve the clown's burgers. By Oxford Dictionary. Cornish pasty brains, I've trolled you. Plenty of people call you a rarse. Because you are a rarse. Edgy dude lol. Edgy dude rarse. Dean, he's gonna load a picture of himself today. Get lol ready. Seen half a photo of the stalking idiot. Mindset is Mensa and the pic looks inbred at best. People in major glass houses for me all day throw in house bricks. Stop and listen to yourselves. It's clear apparent you don't wish to. Run, Forrest, run. Cornish Rarse Hole, as stated on his Facebook. Everyone calls him. Needs another photo of a perfect stranger. Come on, English brains, sort it out. Slow hand clap on my end. Try not to produce any spelling mistakes in this McDonald's spelling test. Run, Forrest, run. I'd bet anyone a king's ransom Forrest won't load a pic of himself. Stake my fucking life on it.
Fine, here's a picture of me. Will you calm down now?
No, that me. Lol, it's a shame for you to not know the difference. Why not even your profile pic? Can't any have a look what you look like? I'm an ugly sunt. But what must you be tucking away? Who's your profile picture of, by the way, out of curiosity? Why only half your face with a scruffy beard and in bed with a fox? Only pic of you with 40% of your boat race face showing. Don't be shy, put your profile pic up. Let's have a butcher's at this sex god Forrest Gump.
If you can't tell the difference between a painting and an actual photo, there must be something extremely wrong with you.
No, I've only got an A level in art, and my granddad is British Academy, as you would know, acting on your keyboard. I've never been in some of the top galleries in the world. Why won't you load a full picture of yourself like everyone else does to your profile? Why skate around this subject?
It's a painting. How can you not tell that it's a painting?
Oh, it's a painting of Forrest, that's it. I can see his beard. We are all fed up of waiting to see what you look like other than being the oil painting you are. You under a veil. Are you a trans who's converted to a certain religion? It's rude not to show your face. What you got to hide? I'm a fat ugly sunt, but I don't hide. Starting to get suspicious what you got to hide. We can see your dog's face in pictures, but only 40% of yours. On a date site, would you show your oil painting done by Rolf Harris? Don't run away like you always do, Gump. Show us your face, Forrest, show us your face. Ripped! Must be an oil painting, he's so pretty. Forrest, show us your boat, Forrest, show us your boat, Forrest. Ripped. Can you hear the Gumpster sing? No, can you see his pretty face? I can't see a fucking thing. Whoa!
Dean, this is honestly so amusing to me. Although I'm worried this guy may have mental health problems, I'd rather not be taking the piss out of a disabled person. Jack, why so mad, bro?
I see nothing wrong with the photo, just a load of daft stranger wind-up merchants. Nobody has ever said I look mad before. Ask Forrest for his profile picture. He won't even give a photo for us. And I'm not your bro. Go and be the Oman someplace else. Thanks, James. I have plenty of followers, odd enough. Women and gays, I get reg offers. I'm not bad shape for a granddad, and only few years till I'm 50. Little immature idiots with nothing better to do. No job to go to and no hobbies, as you need knowledge for them. And many would struggle on the £100 question with all 4 lifelines. Just the usual online bullying. I've trolled a few, but I'm not even gonna bother talking to oil paintings like Forrest the Shrimper and former McDonald's workers. These people aren't exactly of any standing. Christian, you're taking the piss, insinuating Wally and a keyboard warrior ain't worth booting the excrement out of. Seen the state of yourselves, pot kettle black. I'm gonna have an oil painting of myself and load it up on here like Forrest. Except the painting ain't of him. I'd switch the bullying and insinuating and wild out the air thought, thinking on others who are more worry than me, you cyberbullies, immature to and need a jackboot in your English Jeremy Carl cake. Mr. Jack tats all over his Gregory, a baseball cap, and can't even spell the word there. Wall soul, born and bred, strong in the arm, thick in the head, glass houses and people and house bricks. Have a look at the profiles, nuff said by Christ lol. No wonder you load pics up of other people. None of you have been out of school long, I'm more than double your age, don't think lol. They have clocked I'm well into middle age, go and play your computer game boys. Come back when you've had your 40th in 20 years, and try not to think. It's a useless process for you. Mensa gone wrong, lol. Let's do the Walsall Black Country alphabet. A is for A, D is for Dow, W is for Wow, Y is for Yams, Am Yam Dow Wow Yow A, and when the fingers and toes have run out, we can still use our filbert st. Yow Wassel Walsall lol.
I was a former McDonald's employee when I first left school. I am now a security contractor for Dell Security Works. So I think in terms of intellect, I'm more able than yourself. Especially when it comes to formulating sentences and correct spelling, hence why I brought it up in my previous comment. Having special needs is nothing to be ashamed of. It's something a lot of people suffer with. Again, I brought up the fact that you may have some illness judging by the way you are acting. It's completely irrational.
Read first few lines of your post. You need to load a picture of me up, Mr. Intellect. Anything you say won't be taken down and used as evidence, as we only have your word for it. I used to cook chips for the Queen. I don't mind Devon folk, lived in Plymouth. Cornwall, you're renowned as tossers. Don't sound right, talk, major weird, saft, and a bit thick as a brick. Jeffro Tull's 5th studio album, Thick as a Brick. Stick to producing ice cream as Cornish pasties. You're your own enigma code. Send yourself to Bletchley Park. I've sussed you, yeah, simple, cheeky, run-of-the-mill English sunt. John, give you your due, least we can. See your picture with your gob wide open and goggle eyes. You are lit more pretty than Forrest the Shrimper's half a face hidden pic. As for your comments...
This was defo worth reading. Imagine getting that pissed off over internet and sounding like a 12-year-old chav wanting a fight.
Imagine buying it and coming back with Vicky Pollard usual English shit. SpongeBob SquarePants putting its 1p English worth of Mensa in. I'm shocked this is still going on and going no place as they are all gob and dense deep. Fucking hell, this is so hard to read. It's gibberish. I'm shocked this is still going on and going no place as they are all gob and dense depth thoughts. 90% of English I'd not worry over. Get another D-Day launch and send them over for a real reenactment. Empty the hostels and prisons and St. Dossers. Many what you get in the clubs and pubs. Gora, bear in mind, 7% has been lost every decade since the war. The grey matter they had then. X the decades by the years. Pathetic broke country with no army or police. TAs, now the reserves. I was in is your brunt and community support coppers. I don't watch Jez Kyle. The comments here for a free for all are only its equivalent. And folk top themselves cause of Mensa case. Idiots online. At best, I prob lose a couple of sex sleep. Doubt you lot even have heard of sociopath. Look it up. Learn something worth knowing for once in your lives. Stay away from Gen Knowledge quizzes. Strokes with no answers. Stress over nothing. Nothing you would know.
Literal, unadulterated gibberish. It's like those things you see in arcades where you put 20p in and sound comes out. 90% of English I'd not worry about. Yeah, we can tell.
If you know your own name and a decent scumbag, you're better than most I ever meet and talk to. Watch the 20th anniversary of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Most the British were lucky to leave with a grand. Even Clarkson felt suicidal. If you're a knob and lowlife, you're better than most in this country. Any my books. Only a fool talks to any English Mensa case. Pause for thought. In fact, why bother? Fine and easy for me. Unusual instant with my transmitters. Go to sleep. Do you know why you need sleep and what happens to the brain with it? Lol, doubt any of you do. Have a Google and learn something else new off me today. I will edumacate. Yes. Were you amongst the usual English-only fools and horses cast who thought England would win the World Cup? Lol bet, many were. Met one British from any of the countries y'ave met, 90% by my age. Why many are loners and Dow give a what another native of the island thinks. Doubt you could use it, implement the stunts thoughts into any area of your life. Merry Xmas.
I should have let you. What the fuck?